Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Logitech Wireless Touch Keyboard K400 Plus. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a Logitech Wireless Touch Keyboard. It is a cordless keyboard with a touchpad and it uses a pair of AA batteries which can last up to 18 months. And it's compatible with Windows, Chrome OS and Android. The keyboard is available in black or white. This is the black version. And just taking a look around the details of the product box packaging. There are some features and specifications listed around the box packaging in very, very small print. And taking a look at the back of the box packaging, there are a list of features for this Logitech Wireless Touch Keyboard K400 Plus. So in addition to its built-in touchpad, it does have a 10-meter range as well as a media-friendly keyboard layout. Okay, now let's go ahead and open up the box packaging. But of course, cutting apart the sticky seals that's keeping the box securely closed. And now popping up that box flap to reveal the contents inside. The Logitech Wireless Touch Keyboard K400 Plus in black. And just giving you a nice clear look before I start handling the keyboard. Okay, now just popping or tipping the keyboard out and setting it on the tabletop, and just continuing with the contents of its box packaging. You can see that there is a USB receiver tucked in that recess. And of course there are some papers. Let's take them out as well and setting them on the tabletop. So that's the USB receiver removed along with the papers. So that's the box emptied. Let's close it back up and set it to the side. So let's set it on the right hand side of the frame as we move the contents of the box packaging closer and displaying them across the tabletop, so you have a full view of all the items that go with this wireless touch keyboard K400 Plus from Logitech. Okay, so let's start off by first taking a look at this slip of paper. So it is a single-sided square sheet of paper. So it is a setup guide, and those are the setup instructions. And now setting that down and moving right along, there is some important safety, compliance and warranty information here. So it's covered in very many languages and it's very thorough. So we can set that aside because it'll take too long to cover all the details contained within that booklet. Okay, so now looking at the keyboard in the middle of the frame, giving you one more clear look. And let's, of course, slide the keyboard out from its clear plastic bag packaging and setting the keyboard right down. So this keyboard is in black, but it really is a very, very dark grey, and with the clear plastic bag packaging, make sure we dispose or reuse of it or recycle it thoughtfully, and of course keeping it away from pets, children and babies. And so just setting the keyboard once again in the middle of the frame, giving you a nice close-up look, or at least a full view right now before I start handling it. But without first looking at the USB receiver. So it comes with Logitech's unifying receivers, which can connect up to 6 unifying devices. So there we go, I've just dropped it right down and under the table. So let me fish around for it while you enjoy the view of that keyboard. So giving you a nice clear view of that keyboard while I talk away and fish out that Logitech USB unifying receiver. So giving you a look right there of this unifying receiver. So it is a Type A receiver. And this keyboard, of course, is compatible with Windows PCs as well as Chrome OS and Android devices. So giving you a look at this unifying receiver, very low profile right there, which can connect up to 6 Logitech unifying devices. So setting that USB receiver aside, now moving right along to the keyboard itself, so giving you a nice clear view. So I'm just going to slide that USB receiver further up the screen so we don't leave it out. So right there, giving you a nice look at this keyboard. So this keyboard measures 14 inches across, 5.5 inches deep right there, and an inch thick. So there we go. So weight wise, it is 390 grams, including the batteries inside. So fairly light in weight, as you can see. It is a somewhat slim keyboard or compact keyboard, even with that built-in touchpad on the right side of the keyboard. So giving you a close-up look right there at the details of the keys and the design, and of course the shape of the keys. So right there. So this one is a UK layout, as you can see the pound sign on the number 3, and just moving right along, giving you all the details right there, and the bright yellow accents on this button here, as well as just above the left and right click buttons right there, and you can see that Logitech branding as well. So giving you a nice full view of this Logitech wireless touch keyboard K400 Plus in black, although it does appear to be a very dark or graphite in color, dark gray. So right there as well, so giving you the various aspects of this keyboard. Let's get the camcorder to focus right there on the power switch. And let's the camcorder to focus right on, once again giving you a look at the detail and of course surface as well. So it has a low sheen surface, and of course made from plastic, being light in weight with its 390 gram weight with the batteries inside of it. So right there is the battery compartment, which we'll take a look at in a moment. And of course there are 4 oblong shaped feet on the underside, so they are quite smooth to the touch. And let's see how well they grip. So very, very grippy. I am shoving it with reasonable force and it's staying pretty much planted or set in place. So nice to see that it is pretty grippy. Those 4 feet in the corner of the keyboard, and right there giving you once again the overall look. So 1 inch thick, 14 inches across, and 5.5 inches deep. Okay, so there we go. So giving you once again a look at the various aspects of this Logitech wireless touch keyboard K400 Plus. And to give you some idea of the size, I'll rest my hand over the keyboard to give you a better sense of scale right there as to the size of the keyboard. And let's do a key test just by doing some mock typing. And with the touchpad, so nice and smooth the touchpad feels, and even in surface flatness as well. And of course the left and right clicks, right button, left button, and of course there are multimedia buttons as well, which require no configuration whatsoever. So plug and play, and they are ready to use. So we have mute, volume down, volume up, and the rest of the buttons. So I'll do a click or press, key press test up close, just so you have some idea. So they are very low noise keys, as you can hear, making very, very little sound or noise. Even pressing with great force, it still remains pretty quiet. Okay, so giving you another look up close and doing another key press test, but in a different view to give you some idea of the responsiveness, travel, and of course the noise when the keys are pressed. And of course giving you a look at this left side of the keyboard as well. So very quiet in operation, and of course the touchpad. Okay, so nice good look overall at the different keys and the noise they make, and of course the touchpad and the sound that it makes as well, with the navigation of the finger just sliding across its surface, and the left and right mouse click buttons as well. Now let's take a look, of course, at the battery compartment, just to quickly show you the underside of the battery compartment right there, just sliding or popping that battery cover off. You can see a pair of AA batteries with a battery preserver tab as well. So let's pull that tab out so that we can get the keyboard in operating form, and just giving you a look at the two AA batteries there. Just going to set it down, take a close-up look so you can see all the details of this Logitech wireless touch keyboard K400 Plus. So a pair of AA batteries that fit in linear fashion at the top part of the keyboard with its battery compartment. So just going to slide both batteries back in, and just taking a look at the cover. So there are some details on the underside of the battery cover right there. There's some fine text with some certifications and some specifications, as well as just around the surrounds of the battery compartment as well. And now let's replace that battery cover right there. And of course there is the on-off slider switch on the top side of the keyboard. So just giving you a quick look right there. And of course, the pair of batteries can last up to 18 months of use. Okay, so just trying it in the green position for now. That seems to be the on position, but of course always check the user manual or setup guide to ensure that you're using the device safely and correctly. Okay, so over here I have my Sony Xperia XZ3 Android smartphone, which I've unboxed on the channel before, and it's in the Bling's carbon fiber effect slim TPU case, which I've unpacked on the channel before as well, so you can always look for those details on the channel by doing a search. And of course, just setting that down for now and moving right along, we do have a QWERTY OTG USB adapter, which I unpacked very recently or unboxed very recently and tested it as well, so you can always look up those details. So what we're going to do is connect the keyboard to the phone. So we do that by using this OTG USB adapter from QWERTY. So we plug the Logitech Unifying receiver right in there, and of course now plugging the USB-C end into the smartphone. And like that, it has detected the keyboard. And let's look at the notifications right there. So configure physical keyboard, tap to select language and layout. So right there, we can see that it's detected the Logitech USB receiver, and then the option to show on-screen keyboard, which is the Android keyboard, or tap on that. So there is a layout or shortcut for the different quick ways of launching different system and application commands. So right there, giving you a look at the Android system commands using an external keyboard, such as this Logitech Wireless Touch Keyboard K400 Plus, and those shortcuts to applications as well. So using the Windows key with the different letters, so that magnifying glass does represent the Windows key, followed by another key combination. Okay, so right there, let's give it a try. Setting the phone down with the USB receiver attached to the QWERTY OTG USB adapter. And let's see, I'm just trying to get everything to fit in the screen, so perhaps maybe setting the phone on the left hand side of the screen, and that way. And now, as you can see, just about moving or touching the touchpad, you can see that cursor on the screen moving along. So I'm going to bring the smartphone up a bit closer so you can see as I move. I can also click right there, and just like that, we already have the keyboard with the touchpad working with the smartphone. So let's give it a quick test or run. So going back out to the home screen, we could have used the shortcut, but just for thoroughness right here, and of course keeping one hand already holding onto the phone, just using the touchpad to navigate. So let's go into the suite of applications here, or folder of applications, and launch the YouTube app. And we can also use two finger gestures to navigate. Let's go into the Sutat's YouTube channel, and let's go into the community tab. And let's make a post, share a behind the scenes photo, perhaps not. Maybe we can type a message there. So right there, just going to type, "Hello everybody. this message is part of the latest video upload. Happy viewing. And just like that, let's post it by clicking on the post, and just like that, giving you a close-up look to that message that's just been posted on the community tab section of the Sutats or this YouTube channel. So there it is, the Logitech wireless touch keyboard K400 Plus, easily connected, easy to use, and even the multimedia, as you can see with the volume controls, does function with the smartphone as well. So that's the Logitech wireless touch keyboard K400 Plus. Thanks for watching and happy controlling!